What is going on, everybody? ZakRC here, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to episode number 27 of the F1 2021 Driver Career Mode. Of course, if you did miss the last episode, make sure to go check that one out. There'll be a card up in the top right hand corner of your screen, so go and check that one out before you see this one, and check out the playlist if you're new around here, and make sure to like, share and subscribe for more weekly F1 content. If you just saw the notice there, I am still working out my new setup, trying to get all the kinks out of it in terms of recording, so there might be a few stutters and glitches here and there, but we'll try and get around that for the next video. But yeah, so hopefully just bear with me on that one. So here at the Suzuka circuit for the Japanese Grand Prix, we've got a couple of emails as always to deal with before we get into first practice. We're starting the workstation today because, as I said, things went a bit wrong with the with just some of the recording in general. So we got our weekend preview from Pierre, the developments that just completed as well. The weather forecast from Jeff says it's going to be nice and sunny throughout the entire weekend. And we've got an email about next year's regulations. It won't impact us too much. We're only going to the end of this first season, so hopefully we'll try and get as many upgrades as we can on the car regardless. We won't try and save McLaren if we don't have to. So they are the upgrades at the moment. The performance, we're still right there behind Ferrari in terms of both performance and the Constructors' Championship. So try and close in here as we get to start now of free practice. Well, we're going to go the same strategy we did last time in terms of practice programs. Try and go one on each, 100% chance of success on each one, just to get us off to a good start in each category. So that'll be race strategy, time management, and track acclimatization. Although we've got this one, we'll go 70% because we run out of time. We still get it anyway, so it's a good start, one on each to kick off the practice sessions. Move on now to practice number 2, and we'll start focusing a little more on race strategy and then on time management if we can. So we'll get a couple more practice programs under our belt here. 70% chance of success. This one, the first one, it's under 10 minutes, which we do get, and then we'll do one more for 70%. Can we get this one as well? Yes, we can. It's normally quite inconvenient when we don't. On to time management now. We'll try to get one more for the end of the session, and it's got durability discount on it, and we do get it. So that's good stuff there. So 3 for race strategy, 2 for time management. We've still got one more session to go, so we can work on track acclimatization and the last bit of time management there. Maybe if we have time, try and go for a 4th one on any of the 3 categories of practice programs. Right, so we've got another one in there. So that's 3 now for both those last categories. We'll go track acclimatization now, get 2 more for that. 7-minute 41 here for another durability discount. We do get it. We've got 10 minutes to spare though, so we've got 3 in each. So let's try and go for one more on track acclimatization, but we've got out of time. So we've got one more on time management, see if it works. Can we get a 4th one here? No, we can't. That's quite unfortunate. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Right, but still 3 on each though. That's decent. 3 on race strategy, 3 on time management, and 3 on track acclimatization. In terms of resource points, we get 1,000 for the team, 500 from my end, 500 from Daniel's end. That brings it up to 3k. We've got some development boosts now being applied to our upgrades into the car. Of course, those always help when they build up over the course of a season, over the course of a number of races. And in terms of driver acclaim, we move up a little bit more. We're closing on level 11 very quickly here, which is always good. Right, it's back in the workstation now, getting ready for the start of the race. Got a couple of emails, so I forgot to answer before qualifying. But yeah, we've got just a couple of emails as always. So yeah, the pre-race one we always get, and then our one from qualifying, and we've got our track analysis from Jeff about Suzuka in general. I'm okay at Suzuka, but I'm not 100% looking forward to it. It's not my best track. Hopefully we'll try and get something out of it. We got our first win in the Prodigy Series there. We've got a new rivalry now. We're facing off against Lando Norris, the driver who we swapped with midway through the season to join McLaren. So he'll be our main target in order in terms of driver to beat in this race. And hopefully we can make something work and try and push ahead to it and jump right into the race now. And hopefully it'll be a very good one.
We come to you live today from the Mie Prefecture in the south of Japan's Honshu Island for a race that has seen many title deciders over the years. Some simple, some controversial, but all contribute to a legacy that makes Japanese Grand Prix an indispensable in any Formula 1 season. We're southwest of the city of Nagoya to the unique figure-of-8 SUZUKA. 3.6 miles and 18 corners make up lap here, with average speeds approaching 136 miles per hour. DRS will be available, of course, to the potential passing opportunity turn 1, or the best place for overtake through 130 and into the final chain. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, and Perez, Ricciardo, Gasly, Norris, and Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Sebastian Vettel, and Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Russell, Nicholas Latifi and Mick Schumacher. Mazepin and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. And with lights out, moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So here we are then now on the grid getting ready for the start of the Japanese Grand Prix. We qualified in P11, which is a bit further down than we would like, but that's a good thing in some cases because it means we get free tyre choice. So we're going to try a different strategy today. We're going to start on the medium tyres and we'll go on to the softs later in the race and just see what we can do from there. So those soft tyres will definitely help us out in the late stages. We'll go 7 laps on the mediums and 6 on the softs, and we'll turn the fuel down as always to try and balance out a little bit. So hopefully those softs will give us a late push towards the end of the race when everyone else is on mediums. So it's going to be a very buggy start here as I've already looked through it. So we go now for 5 very slow buggy red lights to start the Japanese Grand Prix. And it's lights out and we are underway. It's a decent getaway compared to Alonso on the right hand side. Norris moves over to cover the right in towards turn 1. Here comes Vettel around the outside behind us, so we can cover him off as well. But around the outside of Alonso, turn 1 trying around the outside. Norris go a little bit wide there because opening 2 right-handers. Norris still right there alongside us. Go just over the curves again into the next left-hander now. We managed to cut him off, get the edge, and that brings us up into P9. So we gained 2 places off the Alpines there on the start. We're now chasing our teammate Daniel Ricciardo for 8th place. We see if we can get past him. We had a very good start in the wet for Singapore in the last episode, so hopefully try and push through and make us some more places if we can. Gasly's just in front of our teammate in the AlphaTauri. Ooh, not the best of times there. That last right hander managed to hold on to things here. So coming towards the end of that first sector now, we are still running in 9th place on those medium tyres, but especially coming up too many places. We'll look around the outside of Ricciardo for just a moment and try and get a good exit. We'll try and pull off the back. Use a bit of battery on the exit. We've used about 2/3 of it over the course of Sophie's lap already. So making our way now down towards the end of the second sector. Through this next set of left-handers here. Running just behind Ricciardo, trying to find that opportunity if we can. But if we can hold position, that would still be great because, like I said, we've gained 2 places. We're going to try and keep as close as we can to Ricciardo in order to make these medium tyre well. If we stay in DRS range, that'll definitely help us. If you utilize the work for that in terms of DRS, that's not very good. Norris might close in a little bit more. It's only 4/10 behind. As we make our way now through the final chicanes, come through to complete the first lap of the race. Ooh, a bit of a skid there. In midway through the chicane, we managed to get away with it though. Lewis Hamilton sets the fastest lap. Norris right on our tail here at the beginning, lap number 2.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Left hand side and use our back to try and keep him away from us. Pull away from him into turn 1. He's got no chance of getting past us. We've got a little bit loose there going through turn 1. We managed to pull him off for the time being though. On to lap number 6. We managed to state that we've been in the order of our own for those first 6 laps of the Grand Prix.
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
We've gone to those soft tyres now, but we try and pull back some of that gap if we can. So like I said, it's been a very quiet start to the race. Norris fell back, and we also fell away from Ricciardo and the rest of the packs. Into the pits now at the end of lap number 7, the start of lap number 8. Onto that fresh set of soft tyres. Alonso's there just behind us. Will he hold us up? No, he won't.
Go now.
That's the good thing about Suzuka. The pit box is so far apart on this circuit compared to other ones. So we managed to get away with that, and we're making our way now towards the pit exit. Hopefully I'll see where we come out. Norris came into the pits a lap before we did, so I'd see where he comes out. It's crucial we get out in front of him.
Look after these tyres now.
We
might finish the race on this compound.
Come back through to turn 1, and we've got about 2 seconds on him to make that 1.5. When I really look at it, but we've managed to get away. And these soft tyres, I can already feel the performance difference between them and the mediums. These tyres feel so much faster on the car, so hopefully we'll be able to start clawing back that gap we lost during the first stint. Making our way through to start lap number 9 here. We set 2 purple sectors in a row. We're going to push ourselves back up into P11 here. So we've got a couple more cars we need to go into pits, so we've got to get back inside the points. But it's looking good right now. On to lap number 9, lap number 10 now. We've got about 1.5 second gap to Gasly. Vettel's on a set of medium, on a set of hard tyres there. I don't give an answer. I don't know what they're doing. It's 4 laps to go. I don't know why they're pitting like that. But regardless, we're still now up into 9th place, so we're still back to where we were.
You're catching the
only
car
1.5
ahead,
seconds
but
behind
remember,
Gasly.
we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
Unfortunately, it was at this point that the tyres started dropping off, and it's been just like that. We're on the final lap, and as I said, the tyres over the last 3 laps really dropped off. We're unable to catch Gasly. So Ricciardo gained a couple more places in front of us regardless. That was all good. You can see there the tyres already on 30% after being driven like this for 6 laps. We closed in a bit of the gap, but it just wasn't enough here. So Bottas comes to the line to win the Grand Prix for Mercedes, and coming to the end of arguably the most boring race of the series so far, home in P9.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team. And they certainly deserve it.
So there we have it then. It's another 1-2 for Mercedes, with Bottas winning the race this time and Lewis coming home in second place, with Max Verstappen in third for Red Bull. And as I say, guys, that was an incredibly boring race on our end. We were stuck in a world of our own for that first stint. For the second stint, try as you might, those soft tyres just weren't fast enough to help us close the gap. So really unfortunate stuff there.
It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Well, for me it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving of his reputation.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So there is your final top 10 then for the Japanese Grand Prix. Bottas wins the race, and Hamilton, Verstappen, Perez, Ricciardo finished in 5th, Sainz 6th, Leclerc 7th, Gasly 8th, us in 9th, and I believe that was Lando Norris in 10th place. Sainz moves up a place in the Drivers' Championship, and we're now 25 points behind Ricciardo, who gained a decent amount on us, and Ferrari continues to pull away from us here. Not by much, only 11 points separating us, so it's definitely all still to play for. We've really got to get our act together in terms of strategy, just figure out what we're doing there. So the gamble I took today didn't quite pay off, but hopefully we'll try and bounce back in the next race. In terms of our rivalry to start things off, we are in front of Lando Norris, of course 1,000 to claim for winning the rivalry. We've got 4 races left in that, and we managed to and we're just under driver acclaim level 11 there, so we came very close. I thought we reached it for a moment, but not quite. Now we're back in the Team HQ in preparation for the next round, which will be the United States Grand Prix in about a week's time, a week or two. So yeah, we'll have to look at the R&D now, see if we can get any upgrades for the 2.7k resource points that we have. I'm thinking we might be able to definitely be able to get something out of it. Perhaps only one upgrade, who knows. We'll have a look now, so just look around, see what we got. Have a look at a chassis upgrade here for 2k, so that's one big upgrade for pretty much all of our resource points. There's only 600 left. We've still got 3 upgrades coming through, one minor one on the powertrain, and then 2 major ones, one on the aero and one on the chassis. So hopefully those will come through and help us close that gap to the red cars in front of us, who aren't actually that far behind Red Bull and Mercedes, who are still going at it for the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships, although I think Red Bull still have the edge on that front. Going to advance time now and move forward towards the next race. Our pistons upgrade came through, so that's the minor powertrain run. Our weekly resources as usual, and we got our aero upgrade that came through too.
Our new parts
so
are completed without issue.
So no problem there.
They'll be on the car ready for the next race
resource
week.
points now. 1.2k resource points to spend on the cars. We'll see if we can get anything small for that perhaps. I have a look back now in the we're still closing in on Ferrari. We're closing out a little bit more. I think we need a couple more upgrades to really get us over the line here. Let's have a look at what we can have a look at. Powertrain upgrade, could go for that, see what there is. There is one for just over 1,000, so I reckon we'll deal with that. No chance using the rush on. We're going to keep things nice and safe, and that should come in before Brazil if I saw that right. And yeah, so we'll close the gap to Ferrari a little bit more on that front. But yeah, guys, that is the end of the video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. It was a bit of a short one and probably not the most interesting to watch, but if you have watched all the way to the end, I really do appreciate it. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. Check out the playlist if you're new to this series. You can watch it from the start, back when we were in F2. And with that, you guys, once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.